Welcome back to Workplace Sports Talk. I'm your guy, Tim That Talks. Oh my goodness. What a game that was defensively for the Tennessee Titans against the LA Rams. I have never seen such a defensive performance out of the Titans front four in a long time. The Titans now have beat the Rams, the Colts twice, the Chiefs, and the Bills to be a battle-tested team. The Rams found out the hard way that the teams that they beat is not the same teams that the Titans beat. Here we have the top 5 reasons why the Tennessee Titans won. All right, the number 1 reason why the Tennessee Titans won, Jeffery Simmons. He had 3 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, and 10 quarterback pressures, which was a career high for him. Jeffery Simmons was unstoppable. His bull rush was impeccable. Jeffery Simmons was unstoppable in the interior. The guards for the Rams have nothing for him. Jeffery Simmons was bull rushing them every chance that he got to get to Matt Stafford. He was running through the guards. The biggest play from Jeffery Simmons came in the first quarter when Matt Stafford and the Rams backed up into their own end zone. Big Jeff came through the line, was about to sack Matt Stafford, and instead of taking the maybe safety, Matt Stafford threw the ball as he was falling down right into David Long's lap, and he ran it for 5 yards, which set up the next scoring drive for the Tennessee Titans, which was a touchdown pass to Swain, the tight end. Jeffery Simmons showed that he was the best interior lineman in the whole game tonight. I'm sorry, Aaron Donald, but Jeffery Simmons outshined you in that game. The number 2 reason, the Nico Autry was unstoppable again. He had a 1.5 sack, 3 quarterback hits, and was getting pressure all night. The Nico Autry is the best pickup this offseason for the Tennessee Titans. He's been getting the most consistent pressure on the Tennessee Titans D-line, and last night he showed up again in a big way. The Nico Autry was getting pressures and was forcing Stafford to move off the spot all night, which worked into the Tennessee Titans' hands, especially the secondary. The number 3 reason why the Tennessee Titans won is safety play. The Tennessee Titans have the best safety duo in the NFL, especially with Kevin Byard, because he possesses the ball hawking ability, and it was on full display last night when he undercut Woods to get an interception, which turned into a pick 6. Kevin Byard has been showing up week in and week out to show that he is a playmaker in the NFL. There is also no coincidence the Titans secondary and the defense got better once Amani Hooker got off of IR. During that span, they have been one of the best defenses in the league, and it was on full display against the Rams. Hooker is just as good as Kevin Byard. They both tallied 12 tackles in the game against the Rams. Amani Hooker is a very good compliment to Kevin Byard. Number 4 reason why the Tennessee Titans won, Shane Bowen. He's doing a really good job of putting players in the right positions so they can succeed and make plays. An example of that is when he moved the Nico Autry to the defensive end /3 technique and our 3-4 scheme. That is a very good move for him in this scheme defensively, and is allowing him show his God-given talents and to show that he has a very good quick first step. He is beating tackles on a consistent basis. Another way that he's allowing his defensive players to succeed is that he now has Harold Landry playing as a joker on the defensive line, which means he lines up everywhere. He is now being able to exploit offensive weaknesses against opponents. So if there's a matchup that they like, they move Landry over there so he can now have 9.5 sacks. Which at this pace, he's going to get 15, maybe even 20 sacks. Now, this is a stark difference to what the Titans defense was last year. Shane Bowen showed why he is doing a good job on this Tennessee Titans defense. He only schemed up 4-man pressures all night. Titans only had 3 blitzes, but all in all, it was the Tennessee Titans defensive line, their front 4, that was getting consistent pressure on Matt Stafford all night. All right, the number 5 reason why the Tennessee Titans won. Tennessee Titans are the most battle-tested teams. They got the most wins this season over teams that went to the playoffs last year. They got the most wins against teams with a winning record. And they got the most victories in overtime this year. Tennessee Titans are just proving that they find a way to win the damn game. If you made it this far in the video, please drop a sub and a like. It really helps me out a lot, and I appreciate it. You can check me over at TikTok as well. This is Workplace Sports Talk. I'm your guy, Tim the Talk. See you next time. Tighten up.